Streaming music royalties don't pay much, but concert tickets sure do. Songkick helps artists actually get paid by letting them sell tickets straight to fans. This idea of artist ticketing could disrupt those high convenience fees and make sure real fans see the shows. We're here with Songkick founder and CEO Ian Hogarth to talk about how this shift is happening. So what's broken about the concert ticketing industry right now?
So it's a couple of simple things. The first thing is that 40% of concert tickets go unsold. So, on average, a concert around the world, wherever that might be, 40% of the room's empty, right? The second big problem is that prices just continue to go up, fees continue to go up, and the secondary market continues to explode.
So how is Songkick going to fix this?
So the first phase of Songkick was really about making it more convenient to go to shows. So we built an app that you can download for iOS or Android. It'll scan all the music you listen to on Spotify or Apple Music or elsewhere and tell you when your favorite bands come to town. That helps with the 40% problem, but it's not enough. So the next big phase started as a result of our merger with CrowdSurge, who were pre-merger with Songkick, the largest artist ticketing company in the world. And they had figured out something very, very disruptive, which is that artists should sell tickets directly to their own fans. They upload their own videos to YouTube, their own audio to SoundCloud or Spotify. Why aren't they selling tickets directly? And so post-merger, we're just accelerating that vision.
That's crazy. Most people don't even realize that artists are allowed to do this. And in the US, there's like some restrictions. They can only sell a small percentage of their tickets, right? But internationally, they can do whatever they want.
Right, and Matt Jones, my co-CEO and the founder of CrowdSurge, is from London as well. And I think internationally, the market's very open, very competitive, and whoever can sell the ticket the best sells the ticket. And so in the UK, artists have really started to transform the model, and in Europe saying, I'll sell as many tickets as I can. So for example, the XX, through a festival in Europe where they sold about 50% of the tickets directly themselves through their own website and their own Facebook and Twitter channels.
And they must earn a lot more money from that. So why is now
Well, can I just stop you? Because actually the key thing is that they aren't focused on it from a financial return. They're focused on fixing that 40% of tickets go unsold and actually lowering fees. Most of our clients, they tend to sell tickets with fees that are lower than they would normally sell through on other channels. So, Paul McCartney, through all the time that we've worked with him, has saved his fans $500,000 in booking fees by lowering fees.
That's really cool. So why is now the time for this direct-to-fan ticketing?
I think it's the rise of social networks and streaming music services. Companies like YouTube, companies like Facebook, Spotify, Twitter have given artists huge global audiences which they can reach their fans. And so it makes sense that they are not just using those channels to direct people to recorded music or videos, but using it to sell tickets, which is where they make 80% of their income.
Yeah, it's crazy. Back in the day, people used to buy tickets by lining up in front of the box office at the actual concert hall. But now that we have the internet, it just seems silly to be doing that. Instead, when you can just buy the tickets online, discover the concerts online, learn about the artists online, seems to me that the artists should be doing the selling rather than those venues which are local and actually have brick and mortar physical presences.
The venues have a great role to play. The question is just, can the artist play a bigger role, right? And I think what's so exciting is we're not even talking about some crazy new fandangled thing, right? This has been happening since the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead pioneered this. They created the best way to sell tickets. They had the highest sell-through of all concerts pretty much ever. You saw that with the recent shows they put up in Chicago. Their whole business has been about saying, we know our fans better than anyone else. We will sell tickets to them in a more innovative way that creates a better atmosphere at our shows. And we're just updating that model for a world in which the internet is your retail channel rather than mail order.
The thing I'm most excited about all this is that it'll help artists actually fight scalpers. Right now, so many of the best tickets end up in the hands of scalpers being sold for crazy amounts of money, and the artists aren't seeing that money. Yeah. So the idea that an artist could say, I'm only going to sell tickets to fans that call in and tell me why they love my music, or make people write essay questions or something so that the fans who really care about the music are the ones in the front rows. That's what I'm excited about. So make sure you keep an eye on Songkick and keep an eye on this artist direct ticketing.